For all of Texoma, broadcasting live from KXII-TV, this is First News at Noon.
Texoma anxiously waiting as the spillway gets closer and closer to overflowing. We'll take a look at what's happening on Lake Texoma now. And at Hagerman, a car submerged underwater, the reality of what these high waters are capable of. And in Denton, the floodwaters causing road damage. We'll take a look at the growing sinkhole. And on the crime beat, a vault is stolen from an Arkansas bank that looks like it could have been something out of the movies. Good afternoon. Thanks for being with us for First News at Noon. We are watching the elevation at Lake Texoma. Right now, it's about 636 feet. Expected to crest Friday at 640 feet. Now, that could change due to heavy rains. Right now, the overlook is open at Lake Texoma, but Highway 1310 in Denison is closed. It's definitely a sight to see, but it is dangerous out there. So we recommend logging onto our website, KXII.com. We've got pictures from all over different parts of Lake Texoma. If you've taken pictures, of course, email them at the web address on your screen, which will be there in a second, firstnews@KXII.com. Well, you can bet we will continue to bring you the most up-to-date coverage of the floodwaters and the forecast when all this rain will move out. We'll have live reports from around the area, not only Lake Texoma, but watching Lake Murray and the Arbuckles as well. And always, you can log onto our website, KXI.com, anytime. Well, taking a look at what the weather is doing right now, it's a cloudy day, but we aren't out of the woods yet. Oh,
by no means. The upper level low, even though it is to our west, is still kicking off some showers and thunderstorms. As a matter of fact, if we take a look at Doppler 12 Live, look at the interesting movement of these as they're very slow, which is not good. That means heavier rain, but they're moving from southeast to northwest, kind of an unusual direction. They're rotating around that system, but our concern for later this afternoon, a little more daytime heating, and with the slow movement, we could see 1 to 3 inches of rain out of some of these storms. That's why there's the flash flood watch continuing today for southern Oklahoma and North Texas. The July 4th holiday forecast looks wet. We'll have a look in just a little bit.
And let me ask you one thing, Tom. We were talking earlier. The flood level does change, and it's all because of this kind of heavy rain and stuff like that. So we are reporting Thursday, yesterday, today we're reporting Friday that it's going to crest, but that all changes due to the fact that we get more rain in
the watershed, in the Washita, the Red River, and we're expecting that. So again, the Corps on top of this, and they're doing their best, and they're relaying the information as quick as they can to us. So we'll keep you guys updated on that.
Thank you so much, Tom. Well, in the to one lane of traffic as debris is congesting the flow of the river and obstructing parts of the bridge. As a precaution, ODOT has shut down one lane of traffic and left one lane open for safety reasons. We'll be sure to keep you updated on that situation as information becomes available. Well, new at noon, the rising water causing a problem for drivers. Look at this, a car submerged underwater this morning in Hagerman. A neighbor near Lake Texoma called the U.S. Game and Fish Wildlife Services around 6:45 this morning when he saw the roof of the car. Authorities rushed out to the scene. It turns out no one, thankfully, was in the car at the time.
Where they removed and found the vehicle, that was exposed road yesterday. There were 2 other trucks, oil company trucks that were in here and had actually launched boats probably 20 to 30 yards past that. So in the last 12 hours, it's come up significantly.
Officials say the road was blocked. They did have up. However, the high waters must have knocked them down. The water at Lake Texoma has risen more than 2 feet since yesterday. Well, in Brazoria County, the Brazos River is overspilling its banks. Those living along the Brazos River are watching the water rise from rain and from flooding upriver in North Texas. The River Authority opened floodgates to alleviate growing pressure on dams. By Wednesday night, portions of the river in Brazoria County are expected to crest 4 feet above flood level. Lake officials have banned recreational boating in that area due to flooding because it's made the water unsafe. And look at this in Denton, road damage. And this sinkhole, it's developing along FM Road 428. The sinkhole reportedly grew to 160 feet overnight Monday. It's believed that nearby overfilled Clear Creek is undermining the area, causing the dirt to crack and the roadway to collapse. The situation is likely to get worse because more rain, of course, is in the forecast. Well, today, U.S. Senator John Cornyn and lawmaker Kay Granger plan to visit flooded parts of North Texas. The tour includes Haltom City, where storms and flooding last month inundated a mobile home park and took the life of one 4-year-old girl. The National Weather Service says flash flood warnings were in effect earlier today for parts of Starr, Brown, and San Saba County. There are some residents that have been forced out of their homes as floodwaters continue to threaten parts of Texas. Well, to Van Buren, Arkansas now for a bizarre crime. FBI agents are now working to identify 2 thieves who burst through a bank's wall and then made off with its one-ton safe. The thieves apparently stole a forklift from a construction site near the bank, then used it to hoist the safe out of the bank. Investigators plan to check the surveillance videos of neighboring businesses to see if any of the burglary was recorded. Well, the investigation into the British terror plot is turning up more and more suspects in the medical field. So far, 4 of the 8 suspects are questioned are doctors. Charlie Daggett reports. Still, the terror threat remains very real, and the search for more suspects is unrelenting.
They're anything but the usual suspects. Iraqi doctor Bilal Abdullah is among 8 people held in the hunt for the car bombers bent on causing carnage in London and Scotland. Many are young medical professionals. The suspected ringleader, 26-year-old Mohammed Asha, a brain surgeon trained in Jordan. And the investigation has now gone global with the arrest of another doctor in Australia, an Indian who was trying to get home on a one-way ticket.
It was a bit of a shock, right? Yeah, we didn't suspect anything.
He recently moved to Australia from Liverpool, and police say his cell phone and internet account were used by suspects in the UK. Now there are fears Britain's medical system has been breached by terrorists.
I think we're overreacting horribly if it's going to be a witch hunt to all foreign doctors in this country.
Quoting anti-terror sources, the British media is widely reporting that key al-Qaeda suspects are still being hunted down in the UK, and the threat of another attack is real. Anti-terror squads have been mobilized across the country. Thousands of commuters in London faced delays after police carried out a controlled explosion on a suspect package in the subway. Meanwhile, Britain's Muslim community has soundly condemned the attempted attacks.
Those who seek to deliberately kill or maim innocent people are the enemies of all of us.
Enemies of all of us, but possibly enemies among us, even among those who are supposed to be trusted most. Charlie Daggett of CBS News, London.
Well, in Washington today, President Bush has been under pressure from conservatives to pardon Lewis Scooter Libby, but in the end, he split the difference, choosing to spare Libby from having to go to jail, but leaving his $250,000 fine and 2 years of probation intact. In a written statement, the president said that although he respects the jury's verdict, he feels the prison sentence was, quote, excessive.
So this is hardly a slap in the wrist in terms of penalty. It is a very severe penalty.
Authorities say that because the president did not give Libby a full pardon, his record will still show that he was convicted of lying and obstructing justice in the investigation into who leaked the name of CIA operative Valerie Plame. Well, good news for Texoma. KXII and local blood centers are teaming up to host our annual blood drive. We've got team coverage this afternoon. We start with Maureen Kane, who's outside our Sherman studios, to talk more about the event. Maureen?
Hello, everybody. I am live from inside the Texoma Regional Blood Bank Bloodmobile out in the KXII parking lot here in Sherman. And this is their 4th annual KXII blood drive. And it's so important to give blood all year round, but now especially because the blood center is low, and because the 4th of July holiday is coming up, and we all know accidents go up around the holidays. So vital that you come on out here, give some blood. In fact, we have got one lucky donor over here. This is actually our photographer, Preston Bartley, and Preston has given blood before. Preston, tell us a little bit about how this feels. Is this whole process painful?
It's quick and easy, you know, a little bit of a poke, and these ladies in here, they do an excellent job. It doesn't bother you a bit. You're in and out, you get your free t-shirt, free, I think it's a counter they said that you can use to tell you when to come back again, so, and plus today you get a free half pint of ice cream.
Oh man.
Bluebell, so.
And there's motivation for everybody right there. Free t-shirt, free pint of Bluebell ice cream, and it doesn't hurt. Now, Preston, does it feel good to know? I heard that 1 pint of blood can save 3 lives. Does it feel good to know that that's what you're doing today?
Yeah, I mean, it's something you can do. It doesn't cost anything. It's free, and you're helping people out. You know, you may not know the people, but you in your mind, you know that somebody somewhere has benefited from this. And, you know, it's one way to give that's, like I say, free, easy, quick, and very little pain.
And that's the name of the game, helping people out. Well, I'll let you go because he looks pretty busy here, fixing to give some blood. And you know, come on out here. It's really important because this year the blood center is shooting for 150 pints of blood. Is that right, Dee Dee? 150 pints of blood. So if you guys can, come on out here. We'll be out here until 6 p.m. tonight. We're also going to be in Ada and Ardmore, and I will let Nicole give you the details on where we're going to be live in the KXII parking lot in Sherman. This is Maureen, Kane, First News.
Thanks, Maureen, and be careful, Preston. I need you tomorrow morning. Well, if you would like to donate, there are 3 locations you can go to donate blood today. Blood center workers will be, of course, here at our KXII studios on Texoma Parkway in Sherman. They will also be at the Walgreens in Ardmore and the Chamber of Commerce in Ada. All centers will be open from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. And, of course, as you've heard, free ice cream is available to those who donate. Well, still to come, summertime means pool time. It's today's Safe Family Report. We'll talk about the important swimming lessons can be. We'll be right back.
Preston on siding and windows look great around the house. Your home will look like new again. Beauty on the inside and out. Quality people, great value. Preston Dalton has it all for you. Your home beautiful and save energy too. Preston Dalton does it all for you.
Every year, thousands of Oklahomans are injured through no fault of their own. With mounting medical bills, property damage, lost wages, who will you depend on to make things right? An insurance company? The person or company who harmed you in the first place? The attorneys at the Little Law Firm offer a combined 160 years of experience fighting for legal rights of the injured. We've been in business since 1927. Call us toll-free at 877-566-8040. The Little Law Firm.
Come on along, get a great catch today. Sit and relax, you're gonna stay. The water is waiting, come on, let's play. Let's all catch a G3 day.
Suncatcher Series by G3 Boats combine luxury, comfort, and performance into a full line of pontoons to fit your every need. Let your Suncatcher lifetime memories start today.
Let's all catch a G3 day.
Arbuckle Sports Center in Davis, Oklahoma.
Pick up your free copy of the most read local magazine in Texoma. Info Magazine entertains you in a way no others do. Shocking interviews, human interest stories, various help articles, games, jokes, and more. Info Magazine is free and can be picked up at over 100 business locations. If you're currently an Info reader, you can't wait to learn what we will address each month. But don't worry for you first-time readers, as back issues are available online for free. You don't have to miss out. Go to infomagazine.biz for pickup locations and to download your back issues.
Southern Oklahoma to North Texas, this is KXII's First News at Noon. Liz Ann Anderson and Tom Miller with First Weather.
Well, as you know, we have teamed up with the blood centers around the area to donate blood, and you can come to Sherman or you can go to Ada, or we also have one in Ardmore. But let's head back out to Maureen Kane, who's outside our Sherman studios with more. Maureen?
And I'm Maureen Kane coming to you live again from the Sherman Studios at KXII. We're out in the parking lot where we are holding our 4th annual KXII Blood Drive. And here to talk a little bit about the blood drive with me is Dee Dee Moorhead, the Director of Donor Resources for the Texoma Regional Blood Center. Dee Dee, tell me a little bit about the history of this drive and why it's so important.
Well, this, as you said, it's the 4th annual blood drive at KXII. We've had very successful drives here in the past. It's very important, especially today, because tomorrow is the 4th of July, and we are so low on blood that we need everyone to come out so that we can supply the hospitals with the blood that they need.
Okay. And now tell me, last year, you've told me earlier that this is a success every year. It just keeps on growing. We've already seen 2 donors today, actually 3 donors today if you count Preston. But tell me, you know, how many we had last year, how many pints of blood last year, and what you're shooting for this year.
Well, there were 145 people who came out, and out of that we were able to collect 125 pints of blood. So that's, you know, that's great. And this year we're hoping for 150.
And now you were telling me also earlier that 1 pint of blood could save how many lives?
It saves 3 lives, and that's a tremendous gift for people to give to their community. We have 5 hospitals that we serve, and those hospitals need that blood.
Okay. And now you have multiple volunteers out here with you today. Do you know how many volunteers are hanging out in the Bloodmobile right now?
Well, we're going to be all day long. The Grayson County Rotary Club members are going to be here all day long helping us out. We've got one standing close by. He's our president of the Rotary Club, so without their help, we can't make it.
And actually, you know, we might invite him into this shot really quickly. First of all, sir, this is Bob. Bob, you are the president of the Rotary Club, and tell everybody your last name.
Bob Cape.
Bob Cape. Well, tell us, what is your role in this blood drive today?
Well, Grayson County Rotary is glad to support KXII and the Texoma Regional Blood Center for the blood drives. We just try to provide a little bit of manpower to help people fill out forms and try to get people to come in and give.
And that's important to remember, too, because when you come in, you've got to fill out all those forms before you can actually give the blood.
That's right.
Okay. Well, you guys are doing a great thing today. We are glad to be a part of it. And we will be here in the KXII parking lot here in Sherman till 6 o'clock tonight. We're also going to be in Ada and Ardmore. In fact, Charlie is in Ada right now, and Lysanna's in Ardmore, and they will be there till 6 o'clock as well. And those locations are the Ada Chamber of Commerce and the Ardmore Walgreens at 12th and Commerce. And don't forget, y'all get a free pint of Bluebell ice cream. Motivation enough to come on out. All right, thanks everybody. Come on out. We look forward to seeing you. Live in Sherman, Maureen, Kane First News.
And not only is it ice cream, like she said, it's Bluebell ice cream, and that's something we could all use today because it is hot and muggy. Tom?
Yeah, it is hot and muggy if you're not seeing those showers. And yes, it is summer, and normally, well, last time this year we were in the upper 90s. Not today, as we have cloud cover, scattered showers in the area. They're slow moving. That means some folks getting a lot of rain. Just who and where are they going? We'll have a look at Doppler 12 Live when we come back.
If you know what America thinks, you could win $10 million.
What percentage of Americans said that if they saw a Mexican citizen sneaking in the United States, they would notify the police?
5 questions, $10 million.
What percentage of Americans do not wear underwear? What percentage said that they are smarter than President Bush?
Drew Carey hosts the richest game show in television history.
Now we're getting into some bill paying money.
The Power of 10 premieres Tuesday, August 7th. To apply to be a contestant, go to CBS.com.
I thought you said we'd see something big. That's huge!
Introducing Monster Shrimp from Long John Silver's, our biggest shrimp ever. Breaded to perfection in a combo with fish, pups, fries, and a drink for $3.99. Monster Shrimp, monster value. Only at Long John Silver's. Go boring overboard.
Body Works is your collision specialist when you need quality auto body repair. Body Works provides full service care on all makes and models. From frame alignment to professional painting, our staff of fully certified collision repair specialists will do the job right. Let our friendly staff handle all the details of your insurance claims. With 10 separate service areas, you can trust us to have your car fixed and on the road again before you know it. Body Works, 1115 Grand Avenue in Gainesville, your collision specialist.
It's a 4th of July super blowout of all new and used vehicles at Toyota of Ardmore, and we're firing up the grill and the hot deals with the summer's hottest prices, including Tundra with $3,500 customer cash back or 0 interest up to 60 months. If it's a quality pre-owned unit you're looking for, we have over 70 to choose from. So come by on the 4th, check out our specials, have a hot dog, and register to win a gas grill, $100 gas card, oil changes, and more at Toyota of Ardmore Holiday Drive. Now that's moving forward.
Now, Tom Miller with first weather.
Well, taking a look at Doppler 12 Live, you can see the shower activity moving through the Red River Valley. We have shower activity from Paris to Hugo and from, well, Bochito on back towards, it looks like just north of the Hector-Savor area, and then riding up into and just south of the Durant area with Colbert and Calera. Seeing a pretty good shower right now along 75, and then some shower activity developing just to the west of Tishomingo, over just south of Mill Creek. And then, as you can see, unfortunately, Cook County getting more showers and thunderstorms from Whitesboro through the Gainesville area over towards Munster. And all this moving off, look at the direction. It's moving off to the northwest, but very slowly at 15 to 20 miles per hour. So that means some of these moderate showers are putting down easily 1/4 to 1/2 inch, and maybe more if they intensify. So we need to watch out, and that's why we have the flash flood watch in effect for southern Oklahoma and North Texas through to at least through this evening. And in North Texas, that's been extended into tomorrow. Well, let's head outside and take a look at our currents. This is in front of our Channel 12 studio. And we are looking at temperatures that Well, are warm and muggy. 72 degrees in Sherman and Denison. The relative humidity 98%. East winds of 3 to 6 miles per hour. In Ardmore, we have 70 degrees. The relative humidity 98%. Winds are calm. And in Paris, we're looking at a temperature of 73 degrees. The relative humidity 98%. Barometric pressure steady at 30.06 inches of mercury. And southeast winds of 3 to 8 miles per hour. Started out earlier this morning with partly cloudy skies. Now, the crest at Lake Texoma, again, July 5th at about 6 p.m., it is expected to reach 640. And then as we head into the 6th and 7th, it's going to creep up to 640.50 feet above sea level, so that would make it go over the emergency spillway. And again, that's all pending on what we get in the rainfall watershed up around the Ouachita as well as the Red River. But right now the elevation is 636.69 feet above sea level. Still the floodgates closed and are releasing a little over 10,000 cubic feet per second. June rainfall, now again, you probably had a little more or maybe even a little less. Durant had 12 inches of rain. Tishomingo over 14 inches for the month of June. We had 14 inches in Ada, but Colgate about 7 inches of rain. Antlers 8. Ringling 5 inches of rain. But again, some of these rainfalls happen in just a few hours. Look at Gainesville, over 20 inches. Denton 13 inches. Sherman and Denison at the Grayson County Airport at 16. Bonham at 12 and Paris at 5. So it just varied. And again, you may have a little more or a little less. Because again, I'm not going to get in an argument. These showers were very isolated and very heavy in some areas. 86 was the high yesterday in Sherman and Denison, 83 degrees in Ardmore. And you see our overnight lows again around 70 in Ardmore, 70 in Sherman and Denison, bottom at 71 degrees, so no real big change there as this tropical air mass remains over us. Now, the upper level low has slid from Tulsa to Oklahoma City and is now located to the west-southwest of Wichita Falls, but its circulation is counterclockwise, and that's why it's pulling those showers into our area, and unfortunately with that tropical air mass, more rain. To our north, 75 in Bismarck. Minneapolis ahead of that front, 84 degrees. Chicago 78. Atlanta at 75 degrees. Miami a toasty 91 degrees on the beach there. And Los Angeles 78 degrees. Taking a look at the satellite, again we saw some showers and thunderstorms, kind of a break overnight, but they're reformed out in East Texas and then started to spin right into our area. And that tropical moisture and those waves starting to move in, and this is going to be the case through today and into tomorrow for our 4th. We're going to see scattered showers and thunderstorms and some of that rainfall ahead. The Futurecast model showing that, and also a weak front, the tail end of it trying to move through by Thursday. So again, this rainy pattern will continue, just bad timing as we head into the 4th. 85 today, flash flood watch continues, 70% chance of showers and thunderstorms, some of them locally heavy, a 50% chance of rain tonight, mostly cloudy and 70. Flash flood watch continues for North Texas. Area-wide tomorrow for the 4th, we're going to have to dodge some showers and thunderstorms and watch out for the lightning. 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, a high of 86, and the same goes for Thursday with that front moving through. 40% on Friday, a high of 90. We'll stay in the lower 90s Saturday and Sunday and Monday with a slight chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms.
Well, still ahead on First News at noon, it's summertime, and that means your kids will be out enjoying the pool. But water safety is important. What you need to know coming up in today's Safe Family Report.
I have found the implant to be the solution to most of my problems. I don't have any problems anymore. I just have regular maintenance.
If you've been hiding your smile, putting up with pain, or putting off going to the dentist because you're too busy, your life is about to change.
It was the best decision I've ever made as far as my dental health is concerned.
For all your dental needs under one roof, contact Lake Texoma Dental Care in Denison next to the IHOP.
Hi, I'm James Carey with Texoma Hearing. We've been providing hearing aid service in Texoma land for over 40 years. Texoma Hearing in Denison, we have the most advanced digital technology in hearing instruments at the lowest prices possible. With every hearing aid purchase, you will receive free lifetime programming and free lifetime cleaning. Come into Texoma Hearing for a free hearing test. I can help.
Surplus warehouse. In my family, my cousin Juan bought a new front door. My uncle Checo bought new flooring. My hermanita, new bathroom counters. Yoli, also a new front door. And my nephew Rodrigo, he got a sink. No, 2 sinks. You think this is a lot of family? You ought to see our family reunion.
Cool off and help out at KXII's Blood Drive on Tuesday, July 3rd from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. Just come to the KXII studios in Sherman, Walgreens in Ardmore, or the Chamber of Commerce in Ada. Bluebell will give away free pints of ice cream in Sherman and gift certificates for free ice cream in Oklahoma to everyone who donates. Come out and support your local blood bank during these critical hot summer months. Donate at the KXII Blood Drive in Sherman, Ardmore, and Ada, sponsored by Bluebell Ice Cream.
Well, beating the heat this summer may be as simple as taking your kids to the pool. Supervision is always necessary, but if they don't know how to swim, it's vital. And that goes for anyone. In today's Safe Family Report, Ryan Loyd explains the importance of swim lessons no matter how old you are.
I thought, well, I'll just stand up here and dive off and swim back to shore. Yeah, well, I stood up and I fell off. I didn't swim back to shore. They came and got me.
One bad experience at the lake was enough for Lula Kraft to call it quits with the water for 52 years. But now at age 73, she's at Waterloo Pool in Denison, about to take swim lessons. She wants to conquer her fears.
I've decided, you know, I've been back in the pool, and now I've decided I don't care how old I am, I need to learn to swim.
And that's what many people are deciding. During the summer months, pools can be deadly, especially to children who may wander off by themselves and fall in. Lifeguards here have the passion to teach because they've had a passion to swim all their lives.
I actually did the learn to swim lessons here. Okay. So I've been swimming since I was, I don't know, probably like 8. I loved it so much that once I was a guard here, I was like, hey, I want to be certified and help other little kids learn how to swim.
Programs at pools like Waterloo offer many different levels of swimming, so you can learn how to swim no matter what your experience is. In fact, Lula is starting her swim lessons this week in the 10 and up age group. That class doesn't have an age limit, right?
If it does, I'm in trouble.
Reporting for Safe Family, I'm Ryan Loyd, First News.
Lunch is always changing at Golden Corral. Now you can enjoy a different daily special every Monday through Friday. Tuesday's temptation is Viva Italian. Introducing our new stromboli, stuffed with ham, pepperoni, and fresh vegetables. Or made from scratch pizzas. Plus another Italian favorite, homemade meatballs with marinara sauce. Enjoy lunch in a different way, every Monday through Friday, only at Golden Corral.
We're dedicated to caring and always better care. We're dedicated to caring. When you need us, we'll be there with a helping hand. Call Always Better Care when you need us. We're the name that you can trust. We're dedicated to caring and always better care.
Within the last year, the Medical Center of Southeastern Oklahoma has invested in numerous technology upgrades and facility improvement projects. When it comes to your health, our goal at MCSO is to provide you with the best available equipment for diagnosis and treatment and exceed your expectations with the care we deliver. The Medical Center of Southeastern Oklahoma, we are quality in community health care.
When you and your family experience the loss of a loved one, you can trust Brown Funeral Services of Southern Oklahoma for compassionate, professional funeral arrangements. Brown is family-owned and operated and has the newest facilities in Texoma. They are pleased to announce the addition of the Texoma cremation service at the Durant location. If you're considering cremation, ask your funeral director or call. Remember Brown Funeral Services of Southern Oklahoma in Atoka, Durant, Tupelo, and now Colgate. Our family serving yours with dignity.
Well, before we go this afternoon, I wanted to reiterate that the lake elevation, when it's going to crest, keeps changing due to the fact that we do get more rain, and there are some other factors.
And it did back in 1957 and 1990. It's just we don't know exactly how much or where the rainfall is going to fall in the watershed. It could be an inch, it could be 5 inches, and so they can't anticipate how much rainfall. So again, that's why there's a change in the elevation as well as what date. Now, scattered showers and thunderstorms continue to move into the area as they will over the next few days as this upper level system moves over. My concern this afternoon, look at the slow movement of rain. So that means we could see some heavy rainfall across the area, so we need to be careful.
Is it going to be heavy rain like we saw yesterday, those thunderstorms?
Yeah, we could see 1 to 3 inches in a matter of time.
All right, we're all out of time.
A wife